students, welcome back to physics lab. Today we are going to do the first experiment of 12th standard practicals, that is Ohm's law. In Ohm's law, all of you know that when the temperature, dimensions of the conductor remains constant, then current flowing in a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across the conductor. So before doing an experiment, we must know the equipment, and the first equipment apparatus in this is an illuminator. So let's start knowing the apparatus. The first device which is seen here is an illuminator. Illuminator is a device which converts alternating current into direct current. What we get for the mains is the AC. It is connected to the main switch and then it is converted into DC by this particular device. It is called an illuminator because it eliminates the normal batteries which we use here, this kind. This battery, if it is used, it drains out after some time. But here you get a constant supply of current and constant voltage. Then comes the next one is a milliammeter. Milliammeter is a device, it's a meter which reads the current. Here the current which we get is in milliamps. Then comes this next device, a voltmeter. Voltmeter is to measure the potential difference across this wire. This wire is a conductor made of nichrome here. Nichrome is an alloy, nickel, chromium, manganese and iron. So nichrome wire is used here, and you can see very well that this voltmeter is connected across the wire, so we can measure the potential difference. Then comes the next one, that is the rheostat, and in between the rheostat and a battery you can see a key. Key is a plug key wherein you can see it is open, so the current is not flowing in the circuit. When it is open, the resistance is infinite because the air gap in between the two terminals is an insulator, and therefore we do not get any current. When you want the current, you have to put on the illuminator and put on the plug key. So at the moment I am putting it off. Then comes the next device, that is the rheostat. In a rheostat, you can see the cylindrical shaped ceramic body around which a wire is wound. That wire is mostly an alloy like Constantine, and then this wire is insulated from outside. Here comes the three terminals. Terminal number 1 where the wire starts and the wire ends here to terminal number 2. Between 1 and 2, if you connect, then the whole wire comes into the picture. So the whole wire means whole resistance in the picture, therefore current becomes 0. So if you keep this terminal here, this whole wire is in the picture. You can see that this is the third terminal. Third terminal is here, and if you can see very well, here you can see the connect between the third one and this wire, and this is a brass. Now what happens is, the current starts flowing from here all around, comes here, and then it enters the steel rod and comes out. This steel rod is almost a zero resistance because it is fat. So if I want to decrease the resistance, I have to decrease the length, the current in the meter will start increasing. In fact, current in the conductor will start increasing. So at the moment I am keeping it at the far end so that the resistance is very large and current is almost 0. Now here is a wire. Here we have connected the voltmeter. If you know, a voltmeter and ammeter are nothing but galvanometers, but are connected to a wire in a different fashion. In a milliammeter, we are connecting a shunt resistance, a wire across it. Therefore, the total resistance of this particular milliammeter is very less. Therefore, almost the whole current flows to the milliammeter. Whereas, it is contradictory. Voltmeter, in the galvanometer, we are connecting a resistance of large value so that the total resistance of the voltmeter becomes very large, so no current can flow here, and therefore the whole current flows through the wire from the milliammeter is recorded and goes back to the positive of the battery. Now let's see the connections. Connections, let's start. First start with the negative of the battery eliminator. This wire is connected. You can see very well the wire which is connected is like this. It has to be insulated, has to be taken out. It is taken out and then it should be given a turn and then it should be connected to the key. Similar fashion, from this end of the key, it goes to the fixed terminal of the rheostat. From the rheostat, it goes to the wire. From this wire conductor, this you can see these two wires, there is a voltmeter connected across this conductor, and here this wire goes to the negative of milliammeter and positive of the milliammeter goes to the positive of the battery. So let's see once again, negative of the eliminator to the key, from the key to the rheostat fixed. From the variable it comes here. This wire, across it there is a voltmeter connected. Another wire connected to the emitter and positive of the emitter is connected to the positive of the battery. Remember, positive has to be connected to positive of the milliammeter. That is all about the circuit. Let's start with the readings. Put on the eliminator, put on the key. Rheostat position is at far end. So the length is large. Resistance is large, so current is almost 0. You can see inside the emitter and in the voltmeter 0 volts, 0 current. First look at the range. Range of the voltmeter is from 0 to 30 volts. Least count is 0.5 volt. Range of the milliammeter is from 0 to 500 and least count is 10 milliamps. Let's start with the reading. The first reading is 1 volt. Current is 40 milliamps. 1.5 volt. Current is 60 milliamps. 2 volts. Current is 80 milliamps. 2.5 volts. Current is 100 milliamps. 3 volts. Current is 120 milliamps. 3.5 volts. Current is 140 milliamps. Now we have to calculate resistance, which is voltage upon current. We are finding it that the resistance is 25 ohm. Now you know very well current is directly proportional to voltage. That means voltage also is directly proportional to current. Let's plot a graph of voltage on the y-axis, current on the x-axis. Look at the graph, it is a straight line passing through the origin. We have to find the slope. The slope is voltage upon current, which is resistance. So we find that the slope also is 25 ohms. Now what is the aim of our experiment? The aim of the experiment is to find resistance per unit length. You are given a wire and this wire has a particular length. Now resistance 25 ohms divided by that length in centimeter, you will get resistance per centimeter. That is the result of the experiment. Thank you.